It's now third down and 9 yards to go.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. From the gun, here's Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Zuerlein, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Check. Sammy. Back. What?
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football, overtime, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. On 2nd down and 4, Brees, and he finds his man. It's the former Ram, Jared Cook. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Jared Cook is a guy who's been around the NFL. He's been with the Titans, the Rams, the Packers, and the last 2 years in Oakland. Now he makes a move to the Big Easy, where he pairs with Drew Brees and forms a nice little threat.
Watch the run. 5'9". 58, right over there. Right Alpha. 58, right there.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Brees. Now Brees lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Go! You're good. I'm full. Ready.
Brees leaves this one with Kamara. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Shotgun now for Brees. And that will be incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit in the end end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 22, Goff. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Cameron Jordan able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He gets it to Gurley, complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Harris to return. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Ready? 5-9. Mike 58, right there. Kill! You better break. I'm letting you know right now, you better break. Easy, opposite. Jam.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready? 5-8. Pick your game up. Slam. Watch, twitch. Hey, kill. Under. 10. Switch. You're good. 5-4. Ready. Kill. Check.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down. Breeze. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And what could he possibly be thinking? He just took the fair catch at the 1-yard line. Major mistake. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball to their territory.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get them much, maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Ric Flair. 11. 11.
From his goal line here, Goff. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
We go tonight. 180. You think you gonna get this? 4 down. You think you gonna get this?
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
They'll try the air now with Goff. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Woods coming off by far the best year of his career. 86 catches, over 1,200 yards. Now he's hoping to build on that. But, boy, he was a key cog in the wheel that took them to the Super Bowl last season.
Here we go. Line 20. Check, 40. Maverick. 47. Hey, 5. Mike, 47. And we heavy on the edge.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Goff now looking to throw. And he's going to go down again. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
Now, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that is incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. And you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Over. Check.
A give to Kamara running right. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
Hey, easy. 58,
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And Ginn's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Ready. Yellow waiting, yellow waiting.
Mike 58, right there. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Sammy.
On 2nd down, Kamara. Corey Littleton, Pro Bowler for the first time a season ago, in to make the tackle. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
13.
Here we go.
Orbit. Clock.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Watch the screen. Hey, box truck.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down.
Ready. Yellow lady.
Cut.
5-1.
58, come on.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 41, Breeze throwing the out route incomplete. That's Thomas. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Come on, one thing for sure. You know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a 3rd down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
Ready. Yellow lady.
Watch the slant.
On 1st down, Breeze. This will be caught inside the 10. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half.
Ready. 95, 56.
Watch the run.
Over.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this 1st half of action. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with a field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Again, it's Kamara. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
21. Check safety. You drop forfeit. Kill.
Breeze now on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Kamara. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Lady. Check 25. Easy, opposite. Check 52. Check 3. Easy, opposite. Cut.
They run it again with Kamara. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Strong right.
Gone. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Obama. Hey, Zoo.
The play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved a first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for L.A. Harris now to return. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Ready? Number 80.
Mike 58, right there. Here we go, here we go. With that.
12, 12, 12.
Shoot! Watch the shoot!
On the ground, Kamara. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Ready? 95, 56.
Man, they not ready for this. They still playing soft.
A man who's been busy this afternoon is Kamara again. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Ready? You ready? Hey, easy.
D-line, get that quarterback. 24 is the mic. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
You're good, you're good. High 4, ready. 23.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Ready.
And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal.
Jump. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. General West.
Rush in. Check. Fresno.
Under. Fresno. 20 seconds.
They'll run it with Kamara. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
Third and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check. We need two jet bombers. Ship.
They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And Lutz's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a fourth-quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here? Throwing on 2nd and 3. Goff. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd and short.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's Patrick Robinson there on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Saints' 45-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Goff. Open man right side is Kupp, complete. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down, and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, Mason Foster, who was 7th in the NFL in tackles a year ago.
3rd down and 5.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Value 3. 2 for 1. 2 for 1.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
You got nothing. Check 43.
Check. 21. Right, attack.
Throwing now is Breeze. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
3rd and 14.
Ready. Yellow lady. Here we go.
Motion.
Let him.
Now Breeze. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Defensively, mission accomplished, and now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble. But theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt, but I'd be alert for a fake.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their #1 receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, Parker. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Come on, 20.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Tighten up.
Gurley again here on 1st down. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Here we go. 180.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, #2, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The Rams on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So on now is Greg Zuerlein in a pressure situation. This to take the lead here in the final minute. This is no good. Close, but no cigar, just wide right. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 45 yards. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, Parker. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
There we go.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
First throw in overtime for Goff. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Here's Johnny Hacker now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. On the return, Harris. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. What can Breeze do now with his drive? And that'll be incomplete. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
54 Mike, 54 Mike. Check, watch 54. Easy. Blue down.
Breeze going to throw. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Breeze to another long-time vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Breeze now. And Cook has it, left side. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Hey, alert 3.
15, spill. 53. 23.
Again, it's Breeze. Overtime with less than 2 minutes to play, and we are still all tied. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Breeze to throw again. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Nickel Roby-Coleman there defensively.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Goff now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st down. Out of the gun, Goff. And Cooks has it over the middle. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense had got 2 timeouts, maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive play.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters.